Are y'all ready for spring break?
Yeah. It's my birthday in spring break.
I'm kind of jealous that you guys get to have a break. This could be nice. Okay, so Miss Diana and I were talking. We were chatting. And we were talking about asking you guys to put together a portfolio of some of your writing. And if you think about people's jobs and things that people do, like artists, a lot of times they put together a portfolio of their work, right? An architect, a lot of times when they design buildings and things, they'll put together a portfolio of their different buildings and stuff. And what those portfolios do is they show who those people are as like an artist or as an architect. And so that's what Miss Diane and I were talking about having you guys do. We want you all to ask yourself a question. Who am I as a writer? And what will happen is we want you to put together a portfolio to answer that question. Who are you as a writer? Okay, so I want to just kind of walk you through a little bit. Yeah?
Does it matter what kind of writing it is?
Nope, doesn't matter. You can put anything in there. So when we were talking about doing this, I was thinking about me putting together my own portfolio. So I start going through my day book. I start looking through all the different stuff in my day book. And, I pulled out a few things. Let's see here. I have lots of different drafts in my day book. So here's a draft.
Wow.
It's kind of hard to tell with my handwriting. It's kind of messy. But when I draft, I just write really, really fast. So I don't really worry too much about my handwriting and spelling and things like that. So that's one thing. I could put this in my portfolio and talk about what do I do when I draft. One thing I do when I draft, I know, is I usually start with the date. I want you to ask yourself this question. Who am I as a writer? And some things that you might think about putting in your portfolio is a piece that shows how you plan. Maybe a published piece that makes you proud. Maybe a piece that shows how you collaborated with another friend. I know a lot of you guys are collaborating in here, right? A piece that shows you as a creative person, as a thinker. Maybe a piece that shows how you revise. Maybe a piece that shows how you incorporated one of Miss Diana's mini lessons into your piece of writing. Okay, so the possibilities are endless. On an index card, you're going to say what piece of writing this is, why did you choose it, and what does this piece say about you as a writer. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate that just for one of my pieces real quick so you guys have an idea. Hold on one second, Spencer. Let me just save your question for just a second here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this piece of writing to go in my portfolio. Okay? So on my index card, I'm going to write about this piece of writing. Y'all ready? I chose a timeline to show how I get ideas for writing. Can you guys see that? A lot of times, okay, so you're going to go through your day book, and you're going to pick one piece to put in your portfolio. Okay? A piece that shows who you are as a writer. So it could be like a significant piece of writing, or it could be an interesting piece. Who thinks they wrote a really good reflection today that they would be willing to share with the whole class? Luke?
Okay, I chose a piece of planning that I co-planned with Noah. I chose it because I wanted to remember the story and to show the way I plan. This piece shows that I do lots of research, and that I don't only write in my plans, but I put drawings in so I can visualize. It also shows that I sometimes don't stick with all of my ideas. It also shows that I like to be funny.
Okay, so what made that a good, because I think that's a good reflection too. What do you all think makes that a good reflection? Yeah, Jeff.
Detail.
Okay, so what kinds of details do you remember from Luke's reflection?
Details on like just how he writes.
Okay, all right. Yeah. What else do you think makes it a good reflection?
It has like why he chose that story and like why he likes it.
Okay, so what makes a good reflection? It has why he chose that piece and lots of details. What else made it a good reflection? Yeah.
It told him that he likes to be funny. It told us that he likes to be a little bit funny in his writing, and he said he also likes to visualize what he's writing. So he likes to draw a picture, like on the page next to where he's starting his piece, to kind of give him a visualization of where he wants the settings and some of that to look like.
So I'm gonna say he gives kind of what you're saying. He gives specifics, like why exactly he thinks, or why exactly he picked that piece for his portfolio. He was really specific. How about we have one other person read their piece that they think they did a good job with? All right?
I chose to pick this piece because I think it says a lot about me as a writer. This piece is a comic about a little girl who goes on a cruise and the boat crashes on an island. What this piece says about me as a writer is that I know how to keep my writing in order.
That you know how to keep your writing in order. Okay? So what makes that a good reflection? Yeah.
That she told like what a story is about.
Okay, so again, she said why she picked a piece and what her story is about, and she gave details. Anything else? Yes.
She said she let us know a little bit of like what it was about.
Okay.
She didn't just say I chose the story because this. She kind of told us it's about a girl who crashes on an island on a cruise.
Okay. All right. So let's keep this in mind. Next time we do this, which we'll probably do in a few weeks or so, do this again. Let's keep in mind what makes a good reflection. One is maybe what piece we picked, why we picked it, and then we're really specific with details on our reasonings for picking that. Okay?